What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
V, hi, you're on the air.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I have 99 problems and my garage is one. Kyle, help. My marriage depends on it.
What's going on?
Okay, so listen, I, by all means, am not a hoarder. I walk around my house fine. My house is very clean. However, my garage is otherwise. And I know I'm not a hoarder, but I do find like really good deals, and actually anybody who knows me cracks up because they're like, oh, so what do you have in your garage? My neighbors come and they're like, hey, I need a VCR. I know you have to have one. I'm like, I do. So they come and like, I kid you not, my garage saves the day more than anything. So my neighbors love it. My friends love it. My kids adore it. However, my husband hates it. He gave me I wouldn't say a marriage ultimatum, but he gave me an ultimatum. He's like, hey, I recently had surgery, got really sick, have been anyhow. So point blank is surgery. And he gave me some slack, and he's like, all right, once you're out of your 6 weeks after your surgery, he's like, you have 2 months to clean it up, or else I'm going to go in there and I'm going to just trash it all. And I'm panicking, right? I'm like, okay, this is like stuff I spent a lot of money on, and I can't just have it in the trash can. And, it's almost like I spent so much money on it, and it's still good, but I don't want to put it in the garage sale and then get like 25 cents for it. So anyhow, give me tips.
What about like a storage unit?
I feel like your husband's out of line. Like your clutter has purpose.
Oh, dear.
I give him 2 months to change his mind. Find something that you bring to the table, dude.
I did. I'm like, did you clean your closet? And you know what he does? He has such nerve. He's like, actually, let me go in my closet. Here's 3 pair of pants. Here's 10 shirts. And I'm like, God, this is going the opposite way. I'm like, okay, it backfires on me. So I'm like, oh, great. I'm like, okay, that's not the point. The point is that you have a lot of stuff, and he really doesn't. And he's like, no, I don't. And it's just like, it's never ending. So I did start decluttering. Like, I took a lot of things to like other mothers, like good stuff. And I got some store credit and, like the consignment stores. I'm like, cool, I'll take that. That doesn't hurt that bad. But, it's like the bigger things that I'm like, we have a birthday party. Who wants to pay a decorator $1,000 to decorate when I could do it just as well? So anyhow.
Okay, so if a storage unit, like Peyton said, isn't an option, because that can be really expensive, I would say the thing that always helps me, like in decluttering, is first organizing. Like, so if there's a possibility, like if you're really attached to all the clutter and it does actually help you out and all these people in your life benefit from it, like I would just try organizing it first, and then your husband may not be so annoyed with it. Like that would be my first step. And then while you're organizing it, you may go, oh, well, maybe this thing isn't totally necessary. Or maybe you could start a really cool offer up and you could just start making money off of that stuff.
Yeah, I tried that.
Okay. I would try organizing it because when it's all like perfectly put in situations and places, it may not feel so invasive.
You're right. Okay. Yeah. So maybe not having him tiptoe around my stuff and maybe a walkway would be nice.
Yeah, give him a walkway. He deserves that.
Before you clean up, I'm looking for 80s style bedazzler. Do you have one of those in your garage? I want to get my denim jacket looking fly.
I'll look for one.
Okay,
you know what?
I have a bedazzler.
I do too.
You know what I have that is ridiculous, and I will never. I told my daughter, this is going to be in my will. You are going to take this home for your children. I went to a garage sale. Actually, it was a state sale, and they had things from back, like segregation. This lady had really crazy things. So then I got this desk that's all wooden. I don't even mind sending a picture over to you guys. I've never seen anything like that. Well, inside the desk, there was a newspaper that you could barely open it up because it would crumble. And, I didn't want to do that. Well, right before the daughter sold it to me, I think I paid $50 for it. Just because it looks that cool. There was stuff in there from like Queen Elizabeth and like segregation, like the blacks and the whites and the water fountains. And I'm like, what? Can I just keep that? And she's like, sorry, that's my grandmother's. And I'm like, great. So I didn't want to be a jerk. But anyhow, so I feel like that lap desk is worth so much money. So
You need to take it to that TV show. What is that?
Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got to get Rich. Rich wants a whites only fountain so bad.
Oh my gosh,
That's
John.
terrible.
In the Civil War era, bedazzler.
Yeah. So anyhow, I feel like that may bring a fortune at some point.
Right.
But I probably need to take it to that pawn shop. But I don't. Well, I want to make sure it accrues enough years so that they're like, okay, this is a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah. All right, V. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's time for Spring Break Bust. And we're going old school Spring Break Bust. We got a mom wants to check in on their kid, which is how this whole thing started. Amy, good morning. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your spring break world.
Oh, man. Having kids is hard. So I'm really nervous about what's happening. I've definitely tried to prepare myself. My daughter's getting a little older. She's in her 20s now. And so what happened is her and all of her cousins, they're all around the same age. And so we were talking about what to do for them for spring break. And my parents offered their house. So they live right on the beach in San Diego. And they're like, all the kids can stay here. We'll rent an Airbnb down the road. The girls, the cousins, they've always had a lot of freedom. Like my sisters and I have really encouraged them to do things they were on their own and go travel together. But this trip is a little, I don't know, they're not being as straightforward with what they're doing and what's happening. And my daughter's never really been cagey. I have her location, so I know she's where she says she is, but I'm kind of curious if my parents aren't holding up their end of the bargain. It's just, I don't know. Something's either happening down there. My daughter's just being really weird with me.
Why would you be worried your parents aren't holding up? Like, they're at their house, right?
Yeah, my parents, they've never really given up the Grateful Dead days.
Oh, God.
Like, they, I remember as a kid, seeing all sorts of party supplies, and I know that they've calmed down a little in their old age, but they love a party.
I know a guy. I lived in San Diego. I know a guy, and he was my boss. His brother was a Grateful Dead person and had a teepee in his backyard and would go listen to music and smoke out.
Like total hippies.
And live in the teepee.
I love it.
That guy is now a commentator for March Madness. Bill Walton.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he lives in San Diego, from San Diego. I mean, that's crazy. So when you said that, immediately I have a visual of what your parents look like. Do you know what I mean? Like, I totally do. But anyway, so you're worried about them more than you're worried about your kids, your daughter, for what's going on with your parents. Maybe they're in the way somehow.
My sisters and I, we have a good time, a glass of Chardonnay here and there, maybe take an edible, but we do not party the way that our parents parties. Like, there were parties that would go on for 4 days.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. So you're worried it's starting to skip a generation.
I'm a little nervous. Yeah, because my daughter's never, like, I think of the girls as in her cousins, they've not really been exposed to that kind of, I'm sure that they've gone to college parties and she's told me some things, but honestly, this generation seems a lot more mild.
Okay. We will call your daughter. What's her name?
Her name's Adriana.
We're going to get your daughter on the line. We're going to ask her to be a reporter for us for spring break. Okay. So we're going to just say, hey, how's it going there? Are you partying? Are you not partying? And you just stay quiet on the line. Just listen. Just let her go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So hold on the line. We'll take a quick break. Spring break bust continues next with John, Jane, Rich. Got a mom wants to check in on her daughter. There's a little bit of a twist already. So Amy wants to check in on her daughter, Adriana, who's in San Diego with all her cousins, staying at her grandparents' house on the beach. But Amy thinks there's something a little fishy because the grandparents were going to go stay at an Airbnb. Now, the grandparents, Amy's parents, are deadheads. Means they travel with the Grateful Dead. They're, smoke pot. Like psychedelics, old school stuff. So, Amy, you think that maybe there's something going on with your parents and your daughter. Maybe.
They love a party.
But your daughter doesn't party. Not like they do. And you didn't really party.
She drinks some. Like, I've had a couple of beers with her, especially when she got back from college that first year. I trust my daughter completely. She's not a party girl.
Okay, so you hang tight. Grant, did you talk to him? Talk to her?
Yeah, I got Adriana on the phone. She seems pretty fun. She's having a good time on spring break for sure.
Okay.
Seems like she's enjoying herself.
Okay. All right, so
With
Amy, you stay quiet. We're going to talk to her. Okay, hold on. Adriana.
Hi.
Hey, so you're totally cool being a reporter for us for spring break?
Yeah, for sure.
Good, because spring break's ending in a lot of places, right? So we've had reporters from all the way from Honolulu to Cancun to Miami Beach, but we haven't had a San Diego reporter yet. So can you give us a rundown? Just tell us, have you been to clubs or you just been hanging out on the beach? What's been going on? What have you seen? What have you experienced this week of spring break?
Honestly, it's been a wild couple of days, and I can't really even fathom all of the things that have gone down. We've been staying at my grandparents' house. They have a house in San Diego, and it's been, pretty chill comparatively. But last night was the most mortifying and horrific experience I have ever had in so many different ways. Okay, hang on.
Go on.
Yes, I'm let me explain. We were at the beach, and we were literally we were just getting really drunk, and we were on our way home, and it was really late and really dark and really, really cold, and we just wanted to get into the hot tub, and so we were walking outside to the back, and then we started freaking out because I guess my cousin Joey left the back door unlocked because the door was wide open, and we walked back there, and we see that my grandparents must have decided to come back early because we had texted them and said, hey, if you come by and we're not there, we're going to be out late. So don't freak out. And they were there and they were in the hot tub and they were not wearing anything.
Oh gosh.
I saw my papa behind my mammy, her hands on the side of the hot tub, her saggy boobies just swinging in the wind.
No.
Yes. And I was just oh. And we couldn't leave. Because my other cousin, he had lent his car to this guy because he gave us a whole bunch of Coke, and so we didn't have a way to leave, and then I know they saw us. Hold on, Coke? You guys are doing cocaine? Mom? Hey, baby. Hi, Mom.
Well, seeing my parents have sex is just kind of a rite of passage in this family.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. I'm not even surprised about that.
But the cocaine is a little okay. I'm not a fan of you guys doing coke. I don't mind if you do like take an edible or hippie drugs like mushrooms or Molly or whatever, but please don't do cocaine. It just makes you want more of it. What?
I mean, we took Molly too, if that makes you feel better.
I don't think that's going to make her feel better.
Oh my gosh!
At least you were doing it in a safe space with your cousins.
Did you?
Grandparents.
I mean, it was just at the grandparents' house, but I think you should really call Mammy and Papa because
they
took
wanted
off
to get
running,
caught.
and I think
I'm sure.
They are really scared that we're not coming back.
A lot of layers to this family. A lot of layers. So, did you say you traded a car for cocaine?
Just for the night.
Okay, just clarifying. That's kind of good.
Why is this so normal?
Amy,
Oh my God.
Amy, you said you think your parents wanted to get caught? They wanted these young kids to see them doing it in the hot tub?
Don't tell me that. I can't look at
No,
Mammy and
I mean,
Papa.
both of your aunts and I have walked in on our parents having sex in the living room, outside,
in the living room.
They just, I mean, I guess I love that they're still so in love.
But still.
That's one way of looking at it.
I seriously feel like you guys are my family. Like,
Really?
I really do feel like this is probably something that would go down in the Murphy family. I really do.
I mean, my mother had her hips replaced about 5 years ago, so I'm just glad she's getting some use out of it.
All right.
My gosh, what a family.
You're so understanding.
Totally.
All of that, and Mom's like, just cut back on the coke a little. That's all she's saying.
Yeah, I just don't stay away from anything you snort or put in your veins. Like, I don't mind you guys trying hippie drugs because they're not addictive, but coke just makes you want more coke, and heroin ruins your life. So,
And watching old people have sex makes you want to...
Traumatizes you.
Makes you want to do coke.
I hope that she remembers that and remembers to use a condom.
Oh,
So-
jeez.
Okay, you guys, this is a spring break bus I'm going to remember for a long time.
Are you ready to have a big day? Ready as I can be. Are you ready to serve today? Are you ready? Are you ready? To step to the right car? Are you ready? Are you ready to start today?
Good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Thanks for holding.
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you.
I'm 10 years old, and I'm blind.
But you listen to them.
But I listen to you guys every morning.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Tiago. Thiago.
I love that name.
What do you like to do?
Thanks,
What do,
Dante.
what do you like to do for fun?
Well, what I like to do for fun is just hang out and relax.
That's fun to me.
That's my
That's
favorite
amazing.
thing. What are you watching on TV?
What's your favorite movie right now?
I don't know.
Tell me.
Okay, my most favorite movie is
You can say SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, it's a good choice.
That's my favorite.
We love
What
SpongeBob.
amazing energy you have. How do we get some of your
Thank
energy?
you.
You sound amazing.
Because I'm your biggest fan.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I only have one brother, and this is my little brother. Come on, say hi. Hi, Dad.
Oh, what an awesome family you have.
Thank you.
What part of town? Where do you live?
In Monmouth, Oregon. I've been trying to win the $1,000 pay your bill.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with $1,000?
I'm gonna buy Tony's. It's like a little, like, they have like little figures, like characters, and then there's like a little box, and then it like plays music and stories and stuff.
They're called Little Tonys, like they're little Italian guys. Hey, what are you doing?
That's funny.
You're so funny.
Well, can we give you a big radio hug?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go, everyone. Give him a big old hug. Oh, there you go.
Everyone.
You have a great day. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much.
And drive safe. Bye.
Bye.
Do you guys remember Lindsay? Just a quick little recap. If I'm right with Lindsay here, so you were dating your psychiatrist's son. That didn't go well. And then out of nowhere, I don't know when was the last time we talked to her. Out of nowhere, she sends me a voicemail message on my Instagram. And I was just going to play it. And then I thought, in fact, here's a little piece of it.
John Jay. Last night, I went on a first date, and the guy said he loved me and all of this stuff.
The guy said he loved me. And I was like, I wonder where this is going to go. And I thought, well, let's just get Lindsay on there to tell her story. Because if you remember, she's got crazy dating stories.
Yeah.
So first date, he says, I love you.
Yeah. I mean, it was going well, right? We went out to this like brewery, just thought it would be low key, hang out or whatever, and it went well. And he like immediately went like, we should be exclusive. We both need to, because we met on an app, of course. We both need to delete the app. He's like, you got me wanting to say some things. I was like, what are you talking about? What thing? And then he's like, well, I just feel like I love you.
Whoa.
And I was like, yikes. Okay. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, it's been a good time. And whatever. And so I thought everything went great. We said, good night, whatever. And the next day, I knew he had some things to do in the morning, and I had a baby shower to go to. Lived our life. I tried to text him like later in the afternoon, 2-3 o'clock, and it doesn't say delivered.
So did he
I
block
was like,
you?
that's strange. So he blocked me.
What?
So
rude.
I get the app back, and guess who else did? So I was like, what? Well, what the? Like, this is so confusing. Like, what?
Well, you didn't give him the I love you return.
No. Well, I mean,
rightfully so.
I don't
Why
even
would
care at this point? Why? But like, is that why? Like, I just don't. Everything else was great.
I thought you loved me.
Yeah, right.
Well, I did. In my text, I was like, hey, like, I thought everything went well. Like, why would you say those things and then block me? Because I knew he blocked me. I said, hey, and then, like, as a test, nothing.
Well,
and undelivered.
How did you shut that down? That's probably what did it. However, you shut down the I think I love you is probably what the problem is for him. But it's good for you that you shut it down. But what did you say?
I mean, I didn't really, I was like, oh, I was just like kind of shocked. I was just like, oh, okay. And we just like went about our lives.
Okay, did you sleep with him at all?
Yes.
Okay, you slept with him. So the first date, you meet him, you go back to your house?
That's why he loved me.
Well, at what point, when did he say I love you? Before you slept with him or after you slept with him?
Both.
Or like during?
All of the above.
So
So
he said,
love bomby stuff.
so he said I love you a few times to you during the night.
Yes.
Now, him saying I love you and saying you might be the one for me, did that at all help you say, I'm going to sleep with him tonight?
No.
No, so you were planning on sleeping with him anyway as soon as you saw him.
I mean, eventually I was like, he's very attractive and it's been a long time. So, I mean, why not?
Okay, so let me ask Peyton and Kyle this question. You meet a guy on the first night, you go on a date on the first night. He says, I love you. Okay, that's awkward right there. Boom, right?
Yes.
So do you reach out to him again after that?
Probably not.
Right. So that's why I'm curious as to why he said, I love you. It made you feel completely uncomfortable, but then you still text him the next day. But then again, you slept with him. So your brain, you need to go back to that counselor.
Well, and maybe I was thinking after I talked to you a little bit, John Jay, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just give Peyton and Kyle the password to my app and they just run the show. Like, because clearly it is not working. I'm like so frustrated. Like, I want to quit. However, like, I'm serious about like finding my person. I'm like in my early 30s. Like, I'm ready to you think Peyton's ready for a ring? Like, this girl is ready.
I think you got to not sleep with him on the first date. Don't sleep with him on the first date. Because here's the thing. If you're that guy, look, if you're that guy, he probably does that a lot, and it works for him.
Yeah.
Right?
And he just ghosts him afterwards.
Right.
I think it was just a line.
Yeah, I think it was a
lame.
line.
That's terrible. What happened to the last guy that you were so connected with? Not the counselor's kid, but the one after that.
Rich. Yeah, the one that we actually were exclusive and we were very similar. Oh yeah, he was awful, turns out.
Oh no.
He would yell at me in public for literally no reason. Very verbally abusive, I feel like. And yeah, he broke up with me real quick after I was at his house, we were having a good time, and then I can't even remember what brought it up, but he was like,
You know what?
I mean, we
you
were
have a
talking
pattern
about his apartment or something, and I clearly.
So
like,
you've got a big personality, and you seem to be
Yes.
attracted to these people who come on really strong, really fast, and you seem to like that. But that's no good for you.
yeah.
You need to suss them out longer.
So how did he yell at you in public? For what? Over what?
I don't even remember. Well, at his house, like I told him he was a little messy, and he was like, "Get out! Like you've got to get out. We're done." And I was like, "What? You are? You're a boy? Like I was like, I'm a little messy. It's not that big of a deal." He's like, "No," and then just like went off on like a whole. I'm never gonna marry you. You're never meeting my family. I was like, "Whoa, we've been dating 2 months." Like,
Great.
He was right.
Glad you got rid of him.
You're never meeting my family.
It was tragic, and like that wasn't. So
You know what? I'm going to do that from now. If I ever get into an argument with anybody, I'm going to be like, "You're never meeting my family." Sir, this is Hertz Rent-A-Car.
No problem.
But yeah, so shoot. So maybe, Rich, maybe you're right. Like, or maybe you should get out and I'm running this too. You, the trio, Peyton, Rich, and Kyle. You all can have my dating app.
We will suss out the losers, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right,
It's
Lindsay.
just ridiculous.
You're a joy. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you so much for always
Y'all
keeping us
too.
up to date. All right.
Of course.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So artificial intelligence, AI, is in the news all the time. Kyle's husband, right? He's trying to do a deal where he can use his voice AI or something.
Well, yeah. I mean, you kind of have to adjust to technology in any business, right? And him doing radio and TV voiceovers, it's like he is adjusting to the business. So he actually subscribed to this service that he was playing around with yesterday. And I was like, what is that? And it's basically an AI site where you type in a couple of sentences about whatever you want. You type in the type of music you want, and it creates a song within seconds, like a full-blown song with a chorus and a beat.
And it's not real people singing it. It's
AI. It's all AI.
So he plugged in us.
So I was like, do a song about our show. Do a song about the John Jay and Rich show. And so he literally typed in, and I kid you not, it was maybe even less than 2 sentences. It was the John Jay and Rich morning show, pop culture, fun in the morning, pop song. And this is what came out.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Tune in, hear what we gotta say. John Jay and Rich, they're on the mic. Studying pop culture and laughter, alright. Talking about the latest trends and news. Gotta catch up on what we might have miscued. No need to stress, they'll keep us entertained. With the humor, we won't feel no pain.
It's a smash.
I don't think Rich is impressed.
No, I'm actually kind of blown away.
Okay.
Rich, they're our morning folks. They'll keep us up to date with all the shows.
Tortured DJ's department.
Hey.
Move over, Taylor.
Yeah.
Seconds is what this song took to make.
It's seconds?
Seconds.
And then he did, then he did
They
two
give you different versions.
Okay. Here's another version.
Waking up with the sun. Turn my dial to the right.
So like Selena. So I'll go Selena.
Gonna start my day right. Kyle brings the pop culture. Keep me in the know. Peyton's got the dish. Gotta love the way she flows. They play War of the Roses, spilling secrets, that's their game. Finding out the dirt on relationships with no shame. Laughing in the morning, putting smiles on our faces. John Jay and Rich, bringing all the fun to these places. Cause it's the morning show. John Jay and Rich, bringing laughter as they come from the pop culture.
Glow sticks.
Yeah.
Glow sticks.
Every morning's like an everlasting.
Drop the beat. There we go.
This is such a vibe.
I know. I was like, wow.
So he didn't try to rhyme anything.
No.
It rhymes it for you.
It does the whole thing. Like
That's so
sentences and then in seconds.
Who else would need that if you weren't on the radio? Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, I need a song right now before we can do this heart surgery.
Go to a meeting.
Marketing firms. You start using these too.
The thing about it is that I've heard versions of this like not even a few months ago that didn't sound this good. So it's getting better and better and better by the day.
It blew my mind for sure.
Yeah.
Is there another one too? Was there another version?
Yeah.
There's another version real quick.
Up this morning, feeling so alive. Turn on the radio, gotta get my vibe. John Jay and Rich, they're the ones I choose. Got me laughing so hard, I can't lose. Second date.
Glow sticks.
I mean, this sounds like all the music they use on Selling the OC.
Totally.
You guys start Selling London? Did you see Selling London?
Yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet though.
We got to do like music videos to these songs.
Yes.
Like I can just see us having so much fun.
We could do like a hip hop version, a country version. We could do all the versions.
Well, this is thank you to your husband, Fisher, for doing that for you. That's really neat. All right. Crazy. It's John Jay and Rich.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.